I say what's good with your fam. Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talk nothing but this boxing. Hey, listen, man, Ryan Garcia, he improves his record to 18-0 with 15 knockouts. He made short work of Jose Lopez last night, man. The card, it was a DAZN card, a Golden Boy on DAZN. Ryan Garcia was the headliner. And let me tell you, man, Ryan Garcia is getting better and better every time I see him, man. He's down there training with Eddie Reynoso. For those of you who don't know, Eddie Reynoso is also the trainer of the Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez. Now, I believe this is his second fight with the Reynosos, man. And you can already see the impact that they are having on him, man. This might be a second or third fight with him, man. But you know, my biggest thing on Ryan Garcia was his defense, man. I thought, you know, his defense was suspect. You know, he liked the pull straight back instead of you know, going back to the side. And you know, he was susceptible to a right hand, to a good counter. You know what I'm saying? But the Reynosos, they look to be cleaning that up, man. He is now not going straight back. He is going, you know, veering off to the right or veering off to the left. I think Ryan Garcia is getting better and better, man. He showed speed last night. He showed power last night. He showed good ring generalship. He showed explosiveness. Combination punching, man, was on point, man. Ryan Garcia is looking good, man. And you got to remember, the kid's only 20 years old, man. The kid's only 20. They say, you know, they asked, the question is he ready for a title shot? You know what I'm saying? I think that he needs one or two more fights just to tighten up his defense a little bit more, man. I think once he tighten up his defense, man, you know, he'll be a complete fighter. You know what I'm saying? He'll be a complete fighter, man. I want to see him go some more rounds, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he got 18 fights and he only been past the 8th round 3 times. You know what I'm saying? He only been 8 3 times. He went, I think he had an 8-round fight where he went the whole 8 rounds, and he had 2 10-round fights where he went the whole 10 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Those are the fights, obviously, that he didn't score a knockout, man. And, you know, as you step up in competition, man, you're not going to knock everyone out. Everybody's not going to you know, react the same to your power. And when you get up to, you know, elite competition, you know what I'm saying, their defense is up to par where they're not going to let you knock them out. They're not going to let you hit them flush like these lower tier guys are letting them hit them, man. But he made short work of Jose Lopez. Lopez came to fight. You know what I'm saying? He tried to press Garcia, you know what I mean? And he did a good job of pressing him. But, you know, Garcia, man, just, you know, there were some uppercuts in there. There was some good combination punches in there. He just looked it real good. His nickname is The Flash, man, and he was flashy last night. Shout out to him, man. He's getting better. He is definitely getting better. After the fight, he has some choice words just to say to the Mayweathers. Something about he's not intimidated. I didn't quite understand where he was going with that. You know what I mean? I know, you know, the last couple months, him and Mayweather, it seemed like they was cool. They had a good rapport. They had a good relationship. He went to Floyd's 40th birthday party. He was spotted at a Floyd Mayweather boxing event, dolo, by himself. You know what I mean? We know Oscar didn't like that. Oscar, you know, he sent a legal letter to Floyd telling him to, you know, quit fraternizing with my Golden Boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Leave him alone. So I'm thinking Oscar may have gotten to Ryan Garcia's head in his ear, and, you know, therefore we got that, you know, that response that we got last night. You know, Ryan saying, you know, something about he's not intimidated by the Mayweathers, or I didn't get that, man. It was a little strange to me, man. I didn't get it, you know what I mean? But I think that, you know, it was Oscar De La Hoya influenced. You understand what I'm saying? But him and Gervonta Tank Davis, man, they have been going back and forth on social media for a while now. I remember last year they was talking about sparring, and, you know, Tank was, you know, asking him for the address of his gym. He was going to pull up and they was gonna get some good sparring in, and I think Oscar and those guys at Golden Boy put a halt to that, man. But people want to see Gervonta Tank Davis fight Ryan Garcia. Excuse me. Now, the question I pose is Ryan Garcia ready for a Gervonta Tank Davis? And I'm going to say no. I'm going to say right now at this point, no, man. I think Tank will be a little too much for him. I think Tank is just, too aggressive, too explosive. Tank has more experience as far as I'm concerned, man. But Ryan Garcia is right there, though. He's almost there. A couple more fights, man. I think Ryan, just to tighten up his defense, man. And I think Ryan Garcia is ready to be thrown in the mix, man. I just think, he's a little bit of defensive, irresponsible at times. And somebody like a Tank or a more experienced fighter will be able to take advantage of that and exploit that. You know what I mean? So I want him just to take a couple more fights, not a lot more fights, maybe 1 or 2 more fights. Get some rounds in. Like I said, he only got 3 fights out of his 18 where he's going at least 8 rounds. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of knockouts, 15 knockouts out of 18. You know what I mean? So, the boy definitely got some pop. He's definitely fast. He's definitely, he got skills. You know what I mean? But I just want him to get that ring experience, get them rounds in. And, so when he's faced with adversity, man, it's not a shock to him. You know what I mean? He's not overwhelmed. He's not overwhelmed when he hits somebody and they don't go down. When he hits somebody clean and they don't go down. I just don't want him to be discouraged and be overwhelmed, man, because once you step up in competition, man, people's chins is more solid. The veterans know how to maneuver the ring, so whereas they don't get caught by them shots that a Jose Lopez will get caught with. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I think Ryan Garcia's got a very bright upside, man. They say that, he's looking for a title shot maybe later this year. I say early 2020. You know what I mean? Early 2020, he could be going for a title shot, man. Just get a couple more fights, 1 or 2 more fights in before that, just to tighten up a little bit things on defense, man. And then I think he's ready, man. I think that the kid is awesome. I think the kid got skills to pay the bills. But right now, I think Tank could destroy him, man. I don't think he's ready, man. But, give him a couple more fights, man, and I think he'll be able to compete with Tank. You know what I mean? I don't know if he could win, but I think he'll be able to compete, and it'll make things interesting, man. But they've been going back on social media, man, taking jabs at each other for the longest now. You know what I'm saying? And, the build up to this fight is building up. You know what I mean? Tank got beef with a lot of people, man. Well, not a lot, but he's beefing. We got good potential fights out there that people want to see. They want to see him fight Farmer. Him and Farmer go back and forth on social media, man. Tank is on social media. His social media presence is very known, which is good. A young fighter need to make his presence known, need to get his name out there, you know what I mean? In this game, they say all publicity is good publicity. If you get people talking about you, man, that's a good thing. The more people that talk about you, the more people that know you, the more people that want to tune into your fights. You understand what I'm saying? But I would love to see Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, maybe summer of 2020. Summer of 2020, I would love to see that fight. I think Ryan Garcia will be ready for a challenge of Gervonta Tank Davis. And, they can get busy, man. But I like what Golden Boy is doing with Ryan Garcia. They're pairing him with Canelo. Canelo's front row at his fights. You know what I'm saying? He's jumping in the ring with him, man. So Canelo is co-signing Ryan Garcia, which is a big thing, especially in the Mexican community, man, because, Mexico love Canelo Alvarez. He is the biggest star to come out of Mexico since Chavez. You understand what I'm saying? And, some say Canelo is the biggest star in boxing. You know what I mean? And if you got him co-signing you, you know what I mean, all his fans, you know what I mean, are now looking at you. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna become fans of Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia goes into the ring and displays he can fight. You know what I mean? He can fight. And, you know, once Canelo's fans see that he can fight, they are now Ryan Garcia's fans. So, you know, that's a good thing. Good strategy by Golden Boy to pair him up with Canelo. He's training with Canelo's trainer. You know, Canelo's in the gym whispering to him, giving him them jewels that he need to take in, man. You know, he can learn a lot from a guy like Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is a young guy. I think he's, 29? But he's you know, look how many fights he got. Canelo is very experienced, man. Very experienced, man. And we have seen him grow over fight by fight. I've seen him turn into the complete package, man. Canelo Alvarez is the truth, is the real deal, man. And hopefully some of what he got can rub off on Ryan Garcia, man, you know. But like I said, I would love to see Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis sometime, you know, late spring, early summer next year. I think he'll be ready to take on that challenge, ready to compete with Tank or any other of the champions, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll be ready. He'll be ready. Beginning of next year, Ryan Garcia will be ready to compete for a championship. They're saying this year, I say next year. I think he need a couple more fights, get some rounds under his belt, tighten up his defense a little bit, man. And, you know, the sky's the limit for this kid. I like him. I like him, man. But, you know, that's all I got for now, man. But so in the meantime and in between time, I want y'all to stay blessed. And I want y'all to keep supporting this thing that we love called boxing. Till next time, peace. I'll holler back.